All right, here we go. Episode 5 of Season 7 of the Tom and Friends Storytime, and now upon us, Allie. In the last episode, we talked about the story of the good old Noe surprise, and now in this episode, we're going to be talking about the Noe special, Allie. So, without further ado, hop on board and explore the island of Sodor with everyone number one friend, Thomas the Tank Engine. The Noe Special. When snow comes to Sodor, Henry was the only engine who doesn't get stuck. But he thought his truck may be lucky, but how would Henry get without his lucky truck, Allie? Winter had arrived on Zoldor, and the island was covered with snow, Allie. The truck were icy and slippery. The track were icy and slippery, and many of the lines were blocked by snowdrifts. Henry plucked happily through the snowy countryside. None of its lines were indeed blocked. Henry was the third engine to arrive back at the shed that evening. All his friends were late. Talbot rolled in neck. "Well done, Henry," he chirped. "You must have lucky truck." "Maybe you are right, Talbot," Henry smiled. And Henry went to sleep feeling proud of his lucky truck. But the next morning, Henry's lucky truck wasn't in the yard. Henry gasped. Edward took your truck," Tommy explained. "He delivered coal to the village. The back controller arrived." "A delivery of present is waiting at the airport," he told Henry. You must take a gift to all the children in the village." Henry set off nightly, but the rails at Gordon Hill were very slippery. Every time Henry tried to pull up the hill, he lied back down and took a long time to reach the top. "I need my lucky truck," Henry worried. "I must find Edward right away." Henry beamed on through the snow, but James had to stop. Some log had rolled off James' flatbed, and they were blocking Henry's way. "But my butler," cried Henry. "This would have never happened if I had my lucky truck." "You should be at the airport," James snorted. "Not without my lucky truck," Henry replied. "I must find Edward." Henry laughed sadly when Rocky set to work clearing the track. Don't worry, Rocky rumbled. "You'll soon be on your way." Rocky was right. The track were quickly clear, and Henry steamed away to find Edward. But everywhere that Henry chopped, there was more delay. "Please hurry, Thomas," Henry wheezed. "I need to find Edward and my lucky truck." Thomas puffed as quickly as he could to clear the snow, but it was hard work. Henry hadn't to wait. "I'll never find my lucky truck," Henry sighed. But at the frosty forest, Henry did find his lucky truck. And Edward too, Allie. He came from bumper to bumper. He tried to stop with his wheel lie on the icy track. Henry cracked straight into a line of truck back. "My lucky truck are broken," Henry cried. Henry sat smiling and no, he didn't want to go anywhere without a lucky truck. "But they are broken," said Edward, and the present still need collecting." Henry thought about how sad the children will be didn't have prison open. I must get to the airport, he thought, without my lucky truck. Henry sat up slowly in it, wheeled, then and lied on the icy rail, but he kept going. More Henry thought about the children than Let about his lucky truck. At last he arrived at the airport and he collected the present and puffed away to begin his delivery. Henry steamed all over the island until just one delivery left. Some of the children were waiting for him at the station. Hurry, hooray for Henry, they cheered. I didn't need my lucky truck after all, Henry smiled. And he looked at the children smiling later. He felt like the lucky engine on Sodor. The end. I gotta say to you, both Dowling, Henry would probably was the lucky engine outly without his lucky truck. I mean, I gotta tell you, outly, he would definitely was indeed pretty much everything of everything else outly. Well, there you have it, folks. That was the episode of that was the story of the good old Noe Special, and I hoping that you all did enjoy this episode, Allie. What will happen in episode number 6 of the Tom and Friends Storytime Season 7? Well, you will have to wait and see next time.